below. You come and join me. I am here to save TikTok. Don't ask me questions in the chat. Come in and talk to me. 60 seconds to impress me. Gonna get my stopwatch. I forgot to bring my digital watch, so I cannot. Someone just joined and then bottled it. Come on. Someone's excited that the soundboard is back. Woo-hoo. There we go. I'm having fun, Mother. I'm having fun. You dig? 60 seconds to impress me. Oh, hang on a minute. It's coming through the wrong. I've not. Oh, God. OK, I've been flat. I don't think I'm allowed to give out my phone number, which is a little bit disappointing. I don't think I'm allowed to give out my phone number because I get flagged. So maybe I won't do that. Hello, Katie. You've got 60 seconds to impress me, Katie. Now, luckily for you. Now I've got the clock. 60 seconds to impress me.
Yeah, well, so the first one is a true fact about me, is my dad made the ladies' car in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So he made the engine and the chassis of Truly Scrumptious's car.
Right.
2.
Yes.
The second fact is that I saw Steve right outside BBC Broadcasting House.
Well, not now you haven't, because he's dead. He died.
Well, yeah, I did in the past.
In the past? Okay,
yes,
listen, I've just got to say, I've got to stop giving out the number because I keep getting flagged up, so I'm not going to give out the number.
So that was fact 2.
Well, have you been questioned in the very sad demise of Steve, right? Radio legend. I don't know if the police have contacted you?
No.
Okay, all right. You got 5 seconds to impress me.
And the third fact is that
we never got there. We never got there. So so listen, I'm very, very new to TikTok. Don't put the number in the chat, please. I'm very, very new to TikTok.
It wasn't even good enough to be shit.
So there are certain things you can't say on here. Right, there's certain words you can't say. Can we get the list of words you can't say? You have to talk about the Austrian painter. You can't mention his name. You have to say unalive, I think. You can't say any of the C words. You can't say any of the C words. You can't. You've got to be super, super careful on here. And it turns out you can't give out the old I'm not even going to say that because I don't want to get kicked off. It's woke Britain, Nigel. You're absolutely correct. Hello You Goat says that's BS, the unalive thing. The Truth says they're all myths. It's just when trolls report you. Well, if they can report you for saying those words, then it is the words. I'm intrigued by you, The Truth. You want to come on? Because I do get very anxious. Not anxious. I'm interested in people who call themselves The Truth. Because what is your truth? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to join me, click the multi-guest button down below. You can come on. You can talk about it. My belt is too tight. Don't worry. It's not one of those streams, but I've done my belt too tight. I saw TikTok is dead, right? I was watching today a young man, topless, doing, what do you say, press-ups or push-ups? Push-ups, I think. Press-ups or push-ups? Can we do a poll? I can do polls on this, right? Let's do it. Let's see if we can work out a poll. What is correct? And we're going to put press-ups or push-ups. There we go. So what is correct? I'm going to leave that. We're going to have that going for 5 minutes. It's a little bit of fun. It's a little bit of interactive fun. That's just going on now. But there was this young lad, topless. And he was doing push-ups and just muttering to himself, horny, horny, horny.
Big bottle of drugs and no top on.
It was very strange. And that's where we're at with TikTok. That's where we're at. If you're watching this, Iain, people can only join your box if they have over 800 followers. I don't think it's as many as 800. Then the truth puts in brackets, I think. Well, come on, man. Is it true or is it not true? Click the box below. Come on, let's have a chat. And we'll see. It's 200. There we go. So, which is what I thought it was. So the truth has been proven instantly wrong, which means I nearly gave up the phone, and we can't do that. So, if you know the number, you can call it. Otherwise, click the Be a Guest button, and we will talk. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here, right? I can save TikTok single-handedly. Martin says, seems like the old so-called celebrities are jumping on TikTok. Why do you think that is? To save idiots like you, Martin, from putting out your vacuous, dull lives, if you have the courage to do lives, which I suspect you don't. So they're doing it, Martin. I'm doing it, Martin, to save you. You don't need to thank me. You don't need to thank me. I'm doing it to save you. Catching Vibes Yvonne says, I've something to say. Well, click the button. That's all we got to do. It's all we've got to do. We'll chat. I can, listen, I can wait all night. I can wait all night. What's your thoughts on Doner Kebab, mate? Well, when you spell the words correctly, I will tell you. When you spell the words correctly, I'll tell you my thoughts on that. Okay. Here comes Catching Vibes Yvonne. Let's invite Catching Vibes Yvonne into the room. If you want to join us, you click on the little box below and you can come in. Hello, Catching Vibes Yvonne.
Hiya, you can just call me Yvonne. It's
Okay.
fine. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
What would you want me to call you?
You can call me Iain.
Ian. Oh, my dad's name was Ian.
And you're Scottish, so I'm guessing he spells it the right way.
A-I-A-I-N.
Welcome. Your dad is a great man.
Well, he's dead, but yeah, he was a
Dead people, listen, dead people can still be great. Dead people can still, in fact, some people are greater when they're not, when they're unalive.
I hear them, because I do, I'm a descendant of clairvoyant people, right? Anyway, but that's not my point.
Descendant of clairvoyant people, okay.
Big bottle of drugs with no top on.
Okay.
But what I wanted to say was, I had a video and I've had so many pages and they get like haters, and then my page will get like complaints and everything, and it gets cut. I've got millions of pages anyway, right?
What do you mean pages? I don't know what you mean pages.
Sorry, on here like TikTok pages.
What's a
profiles?
You got loads of profiles.
Aye, but I can't get on them all. Do you know? Because they've been shut. Basically, I've been logged out and I forget my password. Blah blah blah. You know.
Yeah. What?
So people have complained, and I've not won the appeal, and I've had to make a new page.
Well, you forgot the password.
Yeah, I've got a memory problem from a head injury, so I think I'll remember it, and then.
Could you write it down? Well, maybe you forget where you've written it down. Then I suppose. Can you not get it from the dead people? Can you not entrust your password with like a very good memory dead person?
Several times I have actually went to set my password, and it's been the password that was the password, and it said you can't choose the same password again.
Well, that means you know the password.
Yeah, but it's just happened so many times. But I just wanted to tell you a story because
I think you just have.
Oh, that wasn't really it. That just went on far too long for me.
Okay, yep, okay.
So basically,
Doorbells.
I had a video on one of them pages saying.
Can I just interrupt, Yvonne? The votes are in, and it's 32 press-ups, 26 push-ups. So it's press-ups.
Well, I'll think about that.
Yeah.
I'll do women press-ups. I'll do them against the wall. So I had a video basically saying, if you see me in the street and you're a woman and a guy's making you feel uncomfortable, shout to me, hi, and I'll pretend to be your friend and come over and intervene. And I wanted to put that up on my new page, and I just thought, but maybe it's not a thing that people would do. I don't know. So, but yeah, that was my main point.
Great. Nope, that was it. You're done.
That was my main point.
Great.
Nope,
that was it. You're done.
And to come over and intervene.
Yes.
Will say, when I've had enough, I will send you on your way. We's back, baby. We's back, baby. It's technicals, isn't it? Can I be completely honest? I'm a 50-and-a-half-year-old man, right? What the hell am I doing on TikTok? What the hell am I doing on TikTok? I don't know how it works. I don't know. I don't really know anything. So, yeah, okay. I'm not as smooth. Mad About Mint says, how are you feeling about Steve Waite? I'm gutted. I'm not as smooth as some of those people that are just shouting into their phones, that have got their phones on a table and are leaning over it and just shouting into it. I'm not as smooth as that. But I'm good. Oh, I'm good. Come on, talk. I will get rid of people quite quickly because I want to get through as many people as possible. It is done with love. But tell you what, instead of just putting names in the chat, what do I think about? Come on. Let's have a conversazione, as I like to call it. Good evening, Craig.
Oh my God. Hello.
Yes.
Oh wow. Hello.
I can see your hand and now I can see your face.
I can't believe I'm chatting to a celebrity. How you doing?
Who else is here? I'm on top of the world. Craig, I've had a great day. I've been working. I work as a.
You used to. I know you'd want to get rid of people quick, but you used to do a TV show about Lost, didn't you?
I did a podcast. I did a vodcast.
Yeah.
And I made a couple of documentaries about it. Yes.
Yeah. I loved Lost.
Yeah. What did you think to that ending? Can't believe we're having the conversation about the ending of Lost. But what did you think?
I loved Lost, and I think the way it ended was still a bit confusing. Like the way it's still confusing me today, and it's still.
I want to watch it back, right? And I started doing a podcast where me and my friend me and my partner were going to watch Lost together because she had never seen it. And then we were going to do like a podcast, and we recorded one episode, and we lost the mojo. But I'm going to watch Lost again, probably on my own, simply because I want, and no spoilers, I want to see the Desmond episode again. You know the one I mean?
Yeah.
You know the one I mean? You know the Desmond episode. I want to see the Desmond episode again. That's what I'm after.
Did you ever put the numbers on the lottery?
No, because I'm not an absolute lunatic. And how much did you win? How much did you win?
No, I didn't win anything, mate. I didn't win anything. But like the numbers very closely did come up. And like to this day.
Hang on, the numbers very closely did come up. Come on.
But the numbers 4, 8, 15, 16, 20, 42. It's still in my head, even though it's all them years ago that it was.
Did you know I was nearly in an episode of Lost?
Really?
Yeah, I went to Hawaii twice to interview the cast.
Okay.
And one of them we got on the set. We got in the village, the others' village, and the director Jack Bender, that's his name, said, "Do you want to be in the background pushing a bike?" I went, "Yes." Yeah. So I got the green jumpsuit on. I got the bike, and then someone from the Actors Union complained that I wasn't in the union, and that moment.
There's always one, isn't there?
There's always one. That's what I found out this evening. Scott says, "Did you meet Damon. I didn't kind of meet them, but I asked them a couple of questions at a Q&A. Anyway, Craig.
Oh, yeah. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm 35.
I was going to guess 35.
Thank yeah.
I was going to guess 40. How do you feel about that?
I still feel like I could go clubbing now, but obviously I'm not. As you get older, like you think you're capable of doing things. Like it was my daughter's 4th birthday party on Sunday.
Okay.
And the bouncy castle, and my nephew was there, and I was throwing him around the bouncy castle and stuff. And then this morning I woke up with a dodgy shoulder.
Yeah.
I think,
I'm 50 though. If I'm somewhere and there's a bouncy castle, I always go to the person. Are adults allowed in that? And they go, yeah, go on, why not? And yeah, I'm on the bouncy castle. One of my here's the thing. I was at a fete once, right? And the bouncy castle was there, and you had to have tokens, but the person running the bouncy castle wasn't there, and I could sense there was someone sat behind me. So I said, excuse me, mate, do you know where the bouncy castle man has gone? And the man behind me sat down, said, I think he's over there. That man was Sir Elton John, not the one running the bouncy castle, but the one who told me where the bouncy car. That was Sir Elton John. Sir Elton Jonathan.
Wow. I've never met any celebrities. I once jumped the queue to meet. I once jumped the queue to meet Gordon Ramsay. Jeez. I went to Good Food Show. I went to Good Food Show a couple many years ago when I was at college, and I left my wallet at home, and he was only signing books for people who bought the books.
Yeah, the good food, bad attitude show. Yes.
Yeah, I jumped over the fence, jumped over the barricade thing to have a photo with him. Yeah, it's the only person I've ever met. And Ricky, was it not Ricky Gervais? Who's the bloke off of
Ricky Grover?
Royal Family?
Ricky Tomlinson.
Yes, he was opening a computer shop in Leicester, and
okay, we're just saying names, Craig. It's nice to talk to you. I'm gonna move on. Please don't be offended. Okay. Oh, the person I was going to go to has just gone. My name is Iain Lee. This is Iain Lee's TikTok challenge. I am here on a mission to single-handedly save TikTok. There's a little button. If you've got over 200 followers, there's a little button on your screen. Click on that. You can join me. I will be robust, shall we say. Here comes Quackers the game. Oh, my God.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, I was just listening to your conversation now about the bouncy castle.
Yes.
I went to a christening, and when I went to the christening, they had the bouncy castle and all the toys for the kids to play. And it started raining.
Yeah, that rock and roll. Dun, 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 dun. What song are you listening to?
Old time rock and roll, 70s.
Could you turn it off, because I get a copyright strike?
Give me 2 minutes. Alexa, close, stop. Alexa, stop. There you go. This is told. Takes ages.
So you were at a christening and they had a bouncy castle. That's bold for like babies.
No, but listen to this, right? So they had the bouncy castle.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Yep, carry on.
Right, okay. There was 49 children there.
I don't know why that made me laugh. It made me laugh, and I don't know why.
Exactly 49 children.
Exactly. Not 49 and a half. 49.
It was my brother, one of my brother's children got christened. And it was boring for the kids because it was raining outside. So
christenings are boring for adults.
Activities were not done at all. And all the adults were interested in was how much beer and whatever they drunk get in their belly.
Yeah.
So I says to my brother, I says, do you mind if I do something on the stage with the kids?
Right.
And he's like looking at me as if to say, what?
Anyone else getting nervous?
So there was a DJ there. And I says to the DJ, can you get tunes off the internet? You know, like you can get the tunes rather than the person singing.
Yeah.
I said, I'll go up on the stage and I'll say, I'll get this place going.
Okay.
I said,
could get the place going. Okay, because I've got tunes from the internet. Carry on.
Right. So I said to I go on the mic anyway, right? And I says to all the people, I want you to all go in your pockets and take £1 each out. And I want £1 on every table. I says, me and the kids are going to have some fun here. So I asked the guy for the song, Balamori. You know the tune for Balamori?
Yep. Time's running out.
I sung that. Then I had them sitting on musical statues, and every girl got a pound. They loved it.
Okie dokie. So, this is Iain Lee's TikTok challenge. I'm going to single-handedly, in a nice, friendly way, save TikTok. Says, this reminds me of late night radio. That's the vibe I'm going for. I am going for the late night radio vibe circa 2006, maybe 1996. That's what I'm going for. And that's what I want this to be. And the only way you can take part is by clicking. You have over 200 followers. If you haven't got that, work. And then click the button below that lets you be a guest. You can come on. You can chat. Here's something I promise you. We will be having no battles. Because they have battles on here, don't they? There will be no battles on this show, and I'm calling it a show. Here's a question. Here's a question for you guys, mate. If you want to answer this, get in touch now.
Have you had a party before?
So have you had a party before? Please click that button below and let me know. Just a reminder. Tonight's question is.
Have you had a party before?
Have you had a party before? Click that button. Come and join me and let me know. You can also talk about anything you want. That's the vibe I want, right? Is I want it to be open to anybody to join in. However, if I think you're dull, I will cut you off. Okay? And I will go through people quite quickly. The only way this can work is if you click the join button, the guest button, join the guest button, and then you can come on. But don't make it the same people all the time. Yeah. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, you were just on.
Oh my God, are you famous?
No.
Oh.
Is that it?
What?
Okay, well, yeah.
It wasn't even good enough to be shit.
So, you can come on. And so the show's length depends on you, right? Could be a short show, because no one comes on. Could be a long show, because loads and loads of people are coming on. It's entirely up to you. I was saying earlier, I did watch. TikTok Live is wild, right? Someone needs to make a documentary about TikTok Live because it is nuts. If you can share the live, everybody, that helps get more people to it and it pushes up the algorithms and all of that stuff. So share the live. Thank you. Thank you for the rose. That smells lovely. I've completely forgotten what I was. Oh, yeah. TikTok Live is absolutely wild, right? It is. There are a lot of very, very angry people. Like really angry people. Talking about the earth being flat. The earth is flat, convince me otherwise. Oh my God. There's lots of, and I'm going to be very careful because there are algorithms on TikTok. So you can't say certain words or even really allude to certain things. But there are a lot of people on here who are very angry and don't like other sections of society. And I'm scrolling through it. It's perfect for an ADHDer like me. Oh my God, it's absolutely perfect for someone like me because you just scroll through it. Dopamine, anger, dopamine. That's what you get, right? And I'm watching some of them and thinking, oh my God, you can vote. You've got the vote. And then people think that Jeffrey Man in the chat says, what do you think about Trump's comments? I don't think anything because I've not heard them because I don't care about that man. I don't care about that man. And here's the beauty of what our lives can be like, right? We don't have to get sucked in to all of that stuff that's going on, all of the anger, all of the phobes, all of the Trump, all that. We don't need to get sucked into it. We can just ignore it, and we can just celebrate stupidity. So what we're going to do is I'm going to sit here, because I don't care if this works or fails, right? This ain't my job. This ain't my job. I'm not sat here. If you want to give me roses and things like that, yeah, I'll take them. But this isn't my job. I'm not here I made $5.39 on last night's stream. $5.39. I ain't doing this for money. Very grateful for the $5.39. I shall buy a burger next time I'm in the United States thereof. But I ain't doing this. I'm doing this for a laugh. For me, right? We don't get any calls. I don't go. Everyone's asking me questions in the chat. Click the guest button. Come on. I didn't have pancakes tonight because I don't believe in them. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit here and wait for some people to click the guest button. And until then, I'm not going to say anything. Oh, hang on a second. Some of you are saying you can't guess. Well, in that case, if I'm sat here waiting for people, there's no right. Hang on a minute. How about if I'm going to do this? Right, let's do this. We're going to do it again. That would explain it. Right. If you are able to ever access the button, refresh. People are saying you need over 1,000 followers. I don't think it is 1,000 followers. I thought it was 200. I'm still learning. Let's go to 8-Ball Will. I can see you, Gatford. I'll come to you in a second. Let's see. Let's find out how many followers 8-Ball Will. How many followers have you got?
Just over 1,000.
So does it need to be 1,000?
No, I used to guest with people when I had like less than 800. So
I thought it was 200.
I don't know.
Oh well, what's going on, man?
Not a great deal, mate. What do you want to talk about, Iain?
You called me.
I did. You're quite right. What's going on in the news today? That radio guy died.
No, that's the wrong answer.
Yeah, the radio guy died. Steve Wright. Yep.
Steve Wright. What? Did you know him?
I met him once.
How was he?
Yeah, it was nice. He used to be able to. I met him once in 1996. I was a guest on his show. I took the day off from working in HMV, and it was back in those days. It was on TalkSport, I think. And in those days, you could smoke in the studio, and he had a big old cigar, and I was there smoking rollies. It doesn't get much better than that. It doesn't get much better than that.
I'm of the age where I've never been able to smoke in an office or anything. So,
man, you missed out. They were great days. They were great days, and people say, "Oh, yeah, you'd smell of cigarettes." Yeah, it's a great smell. But I do not smoke now, and I do not encourage smoking, and I do not condone smoking. He said,
"I smoke." What I was going to ask you, like, why have you? So, what made you come onto TikTok?
So a friend of mine suggested I might, because I'm like a trained counsellor now. I don't really do this stuff anymore. And a friend of mine said, maybe you want to set up like a mental health TikTok and talk about ADHD and mental health. And I did it, and it was fun because it's like a video game, watching your numbers go up and seeing some take off and some don't take off, and it's interesting. And then Then I got obsessed, 8-Ball Will, with TikTok Live. Couldn't stop watching them because I thought it was the weirdest thing ever. And so I set up this account with the sole intention of getting to 1,000 followers so I could do some TikTok Lives and save TikTok from itself. So that's why I got into it. I will be bored of it in about a week's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, the lives are absolutely mental. The gifts need to be stopped. But yeah.
Why do you think the gifts need to be stopped? And I don't say that. I don't know enough about it. Why do you think the gifts need to be stopped?
I think there's a lot, I don't think, I know, there's a lot of begging people on here that are literally just sat at home, wanting people to send in gifts, just to fund their lifestyle that they've sort of come accustomed to.
But if people are happy to send them gifts,
that you're quite right. But then there's that feeling of there's the FOMO almost. It's like fear of missing out and fear of not being included by the people that you're watching on TikTok. I think it's just a bit crap.
I gave some money to a TikToker the other day just for the sole reason, and I thought this was very clever, for the sole reason that he would only accept you as a guest if you'd given roses and stuff. And the more you gave, the higher up the list you went. I kind of respected him for that, and I was very happy to chuck him a $5.
I mean, I don't know. I think there's a question of morality about it, and I just
what's the morality? Because people can say, right, send me gifts, and people at home either have the choice to send the gifts or to not send the gifts.
You're quite right. You are quite right. But you do have a lot of vulnerable people that do watch these TikTokers, and they do send in obscene amounts of money.
Hang on a second. Can we ban Firebase Ladybird? A lot of them are claiming benefits. Where is your evidence?
Neither here nor there.
Sorry?
I said that's neither here nor there.
Well, it's neither here nor there, but people who are claiming benefits can do what they want. But also, where is your evidence for that, you absolute melt? Where is your evidence for that? You've got all of the documentation, have you? You've got all of the documentation. There we go. The things, I don't mind the gifts. If people, there are vulnerable people, but there are vulnerable people everywhere in life. What I don't like is, I really don't like the guys, and there's some that sit there with like balaclavas on, and they hold up a sign saying, I'm not, hey James, I'm not, they don't hold up a sign saying, hey James, they hold up a sign saying, I'm not going to speak until my type turns up. And then when the women come in, they look at the profiles. I find that disgusting.
It is disgusting. It is absolutely vile. It is. You're quite right.
All right.
I mean, there is a lot of, TikTok, there is a lot of crap, yeah.
All right, listen, well, nice to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. This is Iain Lee's TikTok Challenge. I suspect this one won't go out as a podcast. There is a podcast of this if you want to go and listen to it, and go and look for Iain Lee's TikTok Challenge. I suspect this one won't go up as a podcast. It's not the most exciting thing we've ever done. Let's bring in these two. And if I don't like what you're saying, I will boot you off, but that's my profile. I read the word profile. That's my, won't. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Who have we got here? Jack, let's go with Jack. Hello, Jack.
I'm good, man.
Okay. And Suckeful.
Oh, Suckshefful, sir.
Suckshefful. Oh, are you a chef that's doing well?
Relatively well, yes.
Okay. Someone wanted to ask a question. Please do.
Yeah, me. What's your thoughts about it being like EastEnders and Coronation Street on TikTok nowadays?
They're showing EastEnders and TikTok on Coronation Street.
Like, you get dramas.
But I don't know what you mean. Do you mean like real life dramas or TV shows?
Like people having beef with each other on TikTok. Bit like EastEnders, like on Foyle Mitchell or whatever.
Doorbells.
Yeah, well, I would imagine that some of it is fake beef, because fake beef generates calls and cash and people chipping in and stuff, doesn't it? I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, right? If people want to do it, then let them do it. It's not what I'm into. I'm into peace and love and chilling and stuff like that. But if people want to do it, then, you know, why don't you like it, Jack?
Because it's just, why would you want to bring dramas on an app where the whole world can see you?
Why do you think they do it?
There's different reasons, ain't there?
I do think I do think some of it is fake and they make money. I do think some of it is real and they make money and they get bigger viewers and all of that stuff. I don't know. People are weird, right? People are weird, and that's some people like attention. I used to like attention. I don't mind it now, but I used to love attention back in the day. Oh, I'd love a bit of attention, mate. I used to like being a D-list celebrity.
Okay.
I used to enjoy it. It's kind of addictive. But yeah, I don't know. I cannot answer your question. I want to go to Suck Sheffel. What? Tell me about you, Suck Sheffel.
Oh, good day, sir. No, I'm a professional chef on TikTok. Make things in the microwave. And to be fair, just dropped onto your live. I'm just pleased that there's something decent to listen to and watch on lives now.
Yeah.
This is very much like an alternative to listening to LBC.
You know, I used to be on LBC for like 4 or 5 years.
I'm well aware you were.
I used to, for those people, I used to host the Drive Time show on LBC. What a world it once was. All right. Okay, so I'm going to give you some ingredients. Me and Jack are going to give you some ingredients, and you got to tell us what you can make from it. Jack, you up for this?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so we're going to alternate ingredients. We're going to do it quickly. So I'm going to go first. Some cheddar cheese. Jack?
Some butter.
Some stale bread. Jack?
Trying to think. Can it be any ingredient?
It could be any ingredient because Sheffel's going to make something from it.
Some tuna.
Some tuna. I got one.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Just a nondescript grey kind of meat. Jack, one more thing and then we're going to find out what we're having for our dinner.
Baked beans.
Suck Sheffel, what are you going to cook for us? What are we going to... We've given you these. We've gone into the living room to watch actual EastEnders. What are we going to be eating for our tea?
I'm going to put some butter in a bowl in the microwave. I'm going to heat it to the point that it's sort of deep fry worthy. I'm going to then put the bread into that butter, leave it in the microwave for 5 to 10 minutes, top it with the tuna, the nondescript meat, then bring it out the microwave, put the cheddar on top, and then going to fire it under the grill to melt that, and then top it off with some cold beans.
Did you say cold beans?
Yes.
Oh, I like you. You're a dirty, dirty boy. Jack, you up for that?
Oh. Maybe.
Oh, Jack's not convinced. I'll have Jack's because that sounds right up my street.
Yes. Well, Ian, if you'd ever like me to cook you some food, you know, I'm a historic fan of yours. I'd love to cook you some food, so maybe drop me a message.
Whereabouts in the world are you?
I'm in the UK. I'm near Birmingham.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be driving through Birmingham at the weekend. I'm going up to Manchester. Do you know what? One day, I never take food from listeners. Of course, the famous Mike Mendoza incident in the mid-'80s when he ate some cream cakes on air that had been laced with LSD. So I'm always careful. But you know what? I'm going to take you up on that. And I'm going to bring those ingredients and you're going to cook that meal for me.
It sounds fantastic.
All right. Nice one, guys. Nice to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. This is all right. This guy's been on about 3 times. This is the last time tonight. This is the last time for you tonight.
Were you on I'm a Celeb?
Riti, get me out of here. Yes.
Oh my God, was it good?
Yes. Yep.
Where's that chef guy?
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
I don't know where that came from. I apologise for that. I don't know where that came from. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's go to Chaz Clark. Now we got a groove going, right? Let's go to Chaz Clark. Hello, Chaz.
How you doing, Ian?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Did you used to have a radio show a long time ago on Virgin?
You say a long time ago. Yes, well, actually, yeah, it was about 10, 12 years ago. Yes, I did. Late night show on Virgin.
Oh, yeah. I thought you did. I used to listen to you. That's why, it just rang bells. Do you remember any famous people that used to ring up? Not famous, but your locals that used to ring up every week that were quite funny.
I remember.
So I can, but I can't remember their names.
I remember Verinda or Vinny.
Yeah, I remember Vinny now you said Vinny.
Barry from Watford.
I can't remember Barry.
He's dead now.
But there was just some outrageous funny people I can remember.
It was
brilliant.
It was a lot of fun and I enjoyed it. And that's the vibe, Chaz. That's the vibe I'm trying to get going here. That's the vibe I want here. I want this to be that kind of show.
Yeah, no, got you, man. It was just so good. I remember it. And I just thought it was outrageous. It was really late night. Anything went, really, to a point.
Yeah.
And it was just gold, really. I'm glad you done it, man.
Chaz, thank you very much indeed. I appreciate you saying that. Let's go to Linda. Hello, Linda.
Hi,
Hey, Linda.
How are you?
I'm good. Now, Linda, you're like from the, I recognize your name because you're from like the olden days of me
Very
doing this
much
stuff.
so, yes.
LBC era, would you say?
LBC, yeah, LBC, and then followed you around, really. Followed you every radio station you went to.
But it's mad because your name popped up on here, and I was like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
I remember Linda." How have the last 20 years been for you?
Oh, up and down, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
I'm sort of graduated from university. Wow. I'm working as a film critic now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
Gatford.
Go on. Sorry, I interrupted. Go on.
Yeah, go on. No, go on. You
Okay.
ask me.
So I watched a film today that I was really looking forward to, and it was perhaps the worst film I've ever seen. It was The Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have. It's a load of old bollocks.
Why has he got an American accent in it? Ben,
I have no idea.
Everyone knows what Jason Statham sounds like. They throw a line in it. Oh, your American accent's got a hint of English in it. Yeah, it's all English because it's just him going, yeah, I'm from America, from New York. And I love a Jason Statham movie. Honestly, I find them so much fun. This was the biggest pile of horse I've ever. This is literally the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. It gets like 6.4 on IMDb.
No, it's awful. It's awful. Ignoring what you hated, what have been your favourite movies, like milling around in this sort of award season? Have you seen much?
Have I seen much? No, I didn't watch. What's it called? Saltwater? Is that the one that everyone was talking? The one where he drinks bath water or something.
Oh,
Saltburn.
Saltburn.
I got 15 minutes into that and thought it was awful.
I didn't like it either.
I didn't go any further than that.
I think I gave that 2 stars.
What did I see? I can't.
Did you see Oppenheimer?
And you're gonna hate me. Yeah, I thought it was so boring.
Oh no, I really love that.
I saw it on IMAX.
Really? Did you hate it?
I thought it was so dull, so slow. Apart from the bit when the bomb goes off, I just thought, why am I watching? Everyone says you've got to watch it in IMAX. Why am I?
Oh, I loved it.
But why? It's just like a really slow, boring.
I think. Can I tell you something, Ian?
Go on.
Because I know you like the way films are made as well.
Yeah.
From experience of hearing you talk about movies in the past.
Yeah.
I think give it another go.
What?
I know you don't feel like it right now.
It's 3
Please
hours.
Go and give it another go.
It's three bloody hours, Linda.
Still, not as long as the new Scorsese movie. That's that's really long, like 3 hours and 20.
I'm trying to think
very long.
What else I've seen. Barbie, obviously, I love. Can't think what else.
Have you seen All of Us Strangers?
No, I've not
The
seen
new
it.
Andrew Haigh movie. That's really good.
Okay.
You'll love that.
Okay, well,
That is gorgeous.
You also
It's
think
not
I'd
very
like
long
to
either,
watch. You also think I'd like to watch Oppenheimer a second time. So I'm not sure,
Yeah,
Linda,
I
quite
think
how
so.
well you know my movie.
I do know. Do you remember when you interviewed Mark Kermode, who's a really good mate of mine now?
Oh no!
Do you remember? And then
Go on.
you recorded, and it went all sort of pear shaped, and you forgot to switch on his mic or your mic. I can't remember.
Yeah, we got Mark
Do you
Kermode in,
remember?
who I wanted to impress and be friends with, and he came in to pre-record it. And Eloise, my wonderful producer, said, "Do you want me in?" I said, "No, I'll be fine with this," because I wanted to be the tough guy. And I interviewed him. He very generously gave us about an hour of his time, and I sent the audio to Eloise, and she texted me out, "Ian, what went wrong with the interview?" I said, "Nothing. It was great. One of the best." She said, "Well, I can't hear Mark." And I hadn't turned his microphone up. So I would go, "So Mark, tell me about this book you've written."
Oh yeah, the book I've written is going
And he invited me, he was given a talk, and he'd invited me to go and give a talk, and I couldn't go. And I really wanted to be friends with him, and I could not go. I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed.
If you want to interview him again, I can put you in touch with him.
No.
Because we're really good mates.
Are you?
So
Are
if
you? I like him. I think he's one of the
I'm really
good
good mates with
souls in this world. But you know, Linda, as you know, I don't really do this stuff anymore. I'm doing this. I'm doing this for fun. And the moment it stops being fun, as it did about 40 minutes ago, the moment it stops being fun. No, not you. It wasn't you. That wasn't a dig at you. It's something technical happened. The moment it stops being fun, I'm out of here. I have a very short attention
really
span.
enjoying it, Ian. Don't give it up. It's really, really nice to see you again.
Well, it's lovely to speak to you,
I'm wishing
Linda.
you all the luck.
Thank you.
And let's keep in touch anyway. I'll call again.
Yeah.
I'll call again when you're on again.
Do. It's really nice to hear your voice. Take care.
Lovely to see you.
Chowsy chow chows. Thank you. There we go.
Good morning, lovely jubbly.
So, there we go. It's a strange one tonight. Philip says, "Can you talk about the 11 o'clock show?" Well, yeah, I don't know what to say about it. Started in 1998. I was the original. I don't really know what to say about it. And most people don't know what the 11 o'clock show was. It was so old. Wow, look, so many familiar names in here. It says Blee from like the Virgin days. This is weird. There are so many familiar names in here. You know, people. You know, everyone that's you know. You know, I'm still alive, right? You know, I'm still alive, right? So, this is Matty's here. Matty says, "This is crazy seeing people pop up." You're right. There's some There's some old names coming in. There's some old names coming in. Ian, did you know Steve Wright? No, I met him once. Darren says, "Just been listening to the LBC podcast when walking the dog. Spooky this." So here's the plan. James Summers is here. Summers Waste Solutions. Watco's here. It is interesting, isn't it? Does Nigel from Maidstone have TikTok? I hope not. Here's the thing. I don't want it to get... It's lovely seeing all these old people, but I want to invite new people. I want new people who don't know who I am, who see this and go, "Oh, I could have a bit of this." I want those people to come and join me as well. Amy says, "Jim the Dancer." I've been talking to him on Facebook. As well. Is Jim here? So I still don't quite know what this is. Last night was a real adrenaline rush of just absolute randoms joining in. And tonight it's a little bit calmer. And I'm learning I need to watch my language on here a little bit. And it turns out you have to have 800 followers to do the guest thing. That buggers things up a little bit. Can't use the old telephone. Can't do that. Okay. Wayne says, "You started as a comedian." No. Tell us a good joke. No. No. Truth says no, it's two. Now we're getting conflicting evidence. It's 200 to guest. Someone said 800. So the Truth, you owe me an apology. So I don't quite know. Should we do? I tell you what we'll do. Should we see if any? We're not doing any of those battles. There's no battles. But let's see if anybody wants to co-host. I've opened it now so that it's people can co-host. Wayne says you weren't a comedian. I didn't say I was or I wasn't. You asked me to tell a joke. I said no. So shall we invite someone in to co-host? But I don't want to do a battle. I don't want to do battles. I think battles are utter pony. Let's do this. Let's invite this person. Hello from heaven. Let's invite. 800 to go live, 200 be a guest. Okay. They declined my invitation. This bit won't be in the podcast. If I do make a podcast, this bit won't be in the podcast. Why is that, Iain? Because it's rubbish. Catherine is fangirling out Dr. Susie Edge. Hello, Dr. Susie Edge. Hedge? Have I got it right? Edge. Catherine is proper fangirling, which is lovely to see. They should request to you, Iain. They should do. They should do. Here's the thing, right? This is still an experiment. I tell you what this TikTok is to me, right? It's like I'm in a dark room and I'm blindfolded and I'm sort of putting my hands out to feel where the edges are. And I don't quite know where. I know where the edges are on that side because I felt them. And the edges on that side. John says, how are your lovely cats doing? Well, Patty is doing very well, aren't you, my little baby? I know where the edge is on that side. And the edge on that side, you can be a guest if you want. The edge on that side is, okay, you can't use the old communication device that's got numbers on it. You're not allowed to use that. All right, that's fine. And you need people to click the multi-guest button, right? And what that means is, okay, well, if I put this out as a podcast, it's going to need a little bit of editing, which I cannot be bothered to do. Barry says, I saw you in So You Think You're Funny in Edinburgh 1 billion years ago. Knew you'd go far. How the hell do you remember that? I got to the So You Think You're Funny final. It was won by Tommy Tiernan. I did terribly in the final. Awful. I decided, you're in the final of a comedy competition, right, in Edinburgh. Why would you decide to do a completely different act? Why would you decide to do a completely different act? That's what I did. The final of one of the biggest comedy competitions in the world, I decided to do a different act. User 577-94169-48121 says, this is getting long-winded if I'm being honest. A podcast would not work. Oh. Just wait there 1 second. Pats, excuse me. Just wait there 1 second, guys. Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. I can't find all of my broadcasting awards. Probably because I put them in the shed. Can't find all of my Sonys, my Arias, my Gillards. I can't find them. But luckily, you know best.
Big bottle of drugs with no top on.
Luckily, you know best. I'm doing it like Trev. I'm trying to do it like Trev. So anyway, okay. Well, perhaps tonight. These are podcasts may catch on. Let me just try this. Hello, Jimbo.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to. I'm not going to call it a show tonight. It's not as good tonight as it was yesterday, but this is still a learning curve? How may I be of assistance to you?
Well, that's why I thought it was safe for me to call in, because obviously it was too high a standard for me to butt in last night. But I thought I'd call in because I've written a poem today.
Oh, Jesus, no! Well, no! I hate poetry, and I hate poetry on any form of broadcasting medium.
I promise you it isn't. So,
okay, go on.
It's called Four Letter Mind. And hopefully it'll resonate with people. Buzzing and whirring, bewildering blur, noise never ending, storms just occur.
Stop. It does go da 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 da. You're doing the tune.
Not the whole time.
But it starts off. Okay, go on.
Do you want me to start again?
Not really, but I suppose you probably should.
I mean, I've only done the first 2 lines, so it's not like...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Buzzing and whirring, bewildering blur, noise never ending, storms just occur. Peace is so fleeting, gone in a flash. The maelstrom returning, back with a crash. Thoughts so intrusive, distracting, disrupt. Leaves me assuming my firmware's corrupt. When something just grabs me, it's all I can think. Rid myself of this puzzle, this problem, this stink. I'll ponder the factors, the outcomes, my fate. Other things unimportant and carry no weight. I'll torture my psyche till I've spotted each flaw, and at the conclusion, it matters no more.
It was that tune all the way through. It was that tune all the way through. Poetry, though, right? I love art. I love performance art. I love statues. I love the paintings. Iain, please could you request, I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to say it. But poetry, for me, is just, it's just the worst thing, right? Wingnut Grenadier, you saved my life, Mr. Lee. Give me £5,000 then. Pocket of Kindness. Yesterday you said you didn't know when you'd be on live again, yet here you are. Yeah, I didn't know when I'd be on live again. What's your problem? Someone has clicked the guest button.
Hello, it's Faith.
Oh, it's Faith!
I would just like to ask you a question
Please
about
do.
this
Yes.
thing that's circling my friendship group at the moment.
Okay.
So we've been talking about the topic of children, and I'm only 21, and
you're a child.
there's these speculations of Generation Z not wanting to have children and how that's going to affect us in the future. I'd just like to get your thoughts on it. What do you think?
Right. First of all, someone in the chat says, "Do you like James O'Brown?" I've got no idea who that is. What are my thoughts on what? On you having children?
No, as in the whole sort of thing of the news coming out with like a Generation Z aren't having enough children for the future.
Remind me what Gen Z. I don't know what Gen Z is.
So that would be. I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it.
Yeah.
Those of us on TikTok who are maybe maybe the youngest side.
Jesus, you can tell me what is the age? What age is Gen Z?
I think it's 1995.
That's, excuse me, sorry, I just saw that totally. Yeah, that's 30 years ago. So it's old. You can still be old.
Yeah, but not generation.
I
Y?
think you should have babies.
Okay. How? I'm going to put.
How? If you don't know how, Faith,
Chat.
I can't tell you that on TikTok. Go and find one of those other TikTok lives. They'll tell you how to do it.
But it was just a thought that's been circling around at the moment.
So they're not having babies?
Yeah,
Good.
we've been put off by having children due to what's going on with society at the moment. So I don't know.
Here we go. Here's one. I'm going to catch out one of these people in the chat. Paul Hanlon says, bi or trans, so less children maybe. I'm bi, and I got 2 kids.
And
Paul.
I'm lesbian and I'm thinking about having children.
So unlucky, Paul. Unlucky. You
There
got
are
caught
other ways
out.
to have children. I don't understand.
You and Catherine is right. He means fewer. So I don't know. You know, I know in Japan. I'm not going to call out people in the chat for spelling mistakes. I know in Japan that there is a real problem with a whole generation not having kids and numbers are down and stuff like that. You know, I'm going to be dead in 50 years, Faith. I couldn't give a shit, really. I'm going to be dead. I hope my kids will be all right, but when I'm dead, they've got to fend for themselves, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The world's going to end one day, so...
True.
I hope that clears things up for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome. You're very, very welcome, and that's what this is about. It should all be cats. It should all be cats. I do like it. People in the chat put the same comment over and over again. I see them. Try again, user 577-941-694-8121. I see the comments. I just choose, not to read them. Tonight, we did well. 306 viewers. We got up to about 340. It was not as good as yesterday. Yesterday was a lot more fun and was really... So I need to work out what I want to do with this and where I want to go with it. I don't think I'll put this up as a podcast. I might put a little short bit up. I haven't saved TikTok yet. No. There's definitely something in this. Oh, there's definitely something in this. I'm just not quite sure what it is. It's disappointing that we can't use, and you've got to use your language very carefully. We can't use the phone, right? Because that was going to be my big selling point. And we did use the phone earlier on, and I got like a timeout warning. You're not allowed to use your phone. So that's disappointing. Lord Mad 300 has asked 1 million times, sad to hear about Steve Wright, what's your thoughts? I didn't get banned. I just got a little timeout because I was giving out my phone number. So we can't do that. And that's disappointing, but that's the way it goes. Hello, Nigel.
Ian, I was thinking about your phone. Can you post your phone number somewhere else? Or can you use Skype?
It's out there. But even if I allude to it, the sensors will come down on me like a TOB, a ton of bricks. And
Gatford put it in the chat, didn't he?
Yeah, I worry because I think they monitor the chat as well to a certain extent. So it's not worth the risk. It's disappointing, and it makes me go, well, mate, that makes things a little bit harder than I want them to. I want this to be an easy, smooth ride, and without the phone, maybe it's not going to be as much fun. So we'll see. It's early days.
Can you do it through Discord or something like that?
The number's out there, but I don't even want to allude to it and say, hey guys, if you want to get in touch, you got to head over here. So I'm going to swerve that altogether. Thank you for your input, Nigel. We've got Mark and we've got Craig. Good evening, Mark and Craig.
Evening, Ian. How are you?
I am on top of the world. Who was that speaking, please?
That was me, Mark.
Hello, Mark. How can I help you?
So what about a background picture using the green screen on TikTok with your number on it, and you can kind of point to it?
Because you lot are so sneaky. I love your style. You're so sneaky. Someone would grass me up. So there's always grasses. There's always snitches on here, right? And someone would grass me up. There's grasses in the chat.
Okay. It was just an idea, I guess.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's appreciated. I didn't mean to shout at you. Sorry, I was shouting at you, and I didn't mean to shout at you. It's not worth getting banned over, is it? It really isn't. It really isn't. You think using the TikTok guest feed? Well, that's what I'm doing. All right. Well, tonight has been a little bit shit. It's okay. It's the way it goes sometimes. I might be able to knock a little 20-minute podcast. Who's the most unpleasant celeb you ever met? No. Oh, Bez. By a country mile. Disco Dean says, I shit my pants once. No, Bez. It was Bez. Oh, it'll get... listen, I'm just kicking ideas around. Happy Mondays, Bez, asked Darren. What other Bez is there? What other Bez? Listen, it's been fun tonight. I will... Where can you find the podcast? If you look for Iain Lee's TikTok challenge, should be on all your podcast providers. If not tonight, then certainly in the next couple of days. Let's take one more call, and then we're out of here. I'm going up the wooden hill to Bedfordshire. Let's go to Elaine, 2023.
Hi, sorry, I've got a really bad throat, but I wanted to come in because I am a big fan of yours and Catherine. I've been following you really since Catherine Boyle.
I'm teasing.
I know. Yeah, I've been following you since lockdown. I think I was in one of your Zoom party or something.
Wow, yeah, okay. Thank you.
So yeah, it was really thank you, Catherine. So yeah, it was really good. But I'm really pleased that you're on TikTok because it does need sorting out.
Doesn't it?
It's I don't know, it's full of... I've been on it since during lockdown. You know, when it was fun and it was all relaxed and it had that community spirit, and you used to copy the dances and everything, and now it's good versus evil. It's really, really bad.
I saw, this is slightly different, but I spent 10 minutes today watching a young man with headphones on, taking his shirt off, doing press-ups, topless, and going, honey. Now, what is that? What is that?
I wasn't.
Was it your dad, did you say?
No, it wasn't. No.
But you're right. There is a lot of hate, and there is a lot of anger, and there is a lot of division, and there's a lot of very, very angry people. And I don't want any of that, right? I want this to be fun. I want it to be stupid. I want it to be silly. And I just need to work out, Elaine, because now I can't use the phone. That changes things slightly. I just need to work out, why am I doing this? Is it fun? And if I can get those two things aligned, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing it. And it was a lot of fun last night. And tonight it's been fun, but not quite as much. And I've got to think, is that my ADHD getting bored of it? Or, I've got very itchy nose, sorry. Or I just need to think. I just need to get my head around it a little bit. But I appreciate your kind words.
There was a lot of people on TikTok that are similar to yourself, that have ADHD and, you know, are trying to find that unique, not selling point, but that unique, this is going to work sort of thing, really. I think the problem with TikTok is we're fueled by greed. We've got these rankings that are full of every kind of person that you don't want to know, or you do want to know, or... You know, it's all sorts of different things, really. Different flavours, really. But it's just finding that niche that will work.
Yeah. It's just getting it right. And then working out if I want to do it or not. I think I do. I think there's something in this. There was definitely something in it last night. And I just need to have a little think about it. But I'm certainly going to do quite a few more of these. Right? I'm certainly going to do quite a few more of these to see where we get to. I'm going to give it a chance, I believe, is what they say. And listen, if people want to give me bits and all that stuff, do it. People want to give me stuff, do it. But the show isn't going to be me going, okay, guys, I need 5 fist bumps and 2 hearts. Otherwise, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to do any of that crap.
Yeah. But if everybody keeps tapping... The more they tap, the more you get on the algorithm.
Oh.
Grace is just coming. Grace is lovely. She's a lovely creator.
Okay.
So yeah, there's some really lovely creators out there who have been on here a long time. But I'm nobody on here, but I just love saying hello to everybody, and
You are somebody on here. I do think there is something of the great equalizer on platforms like this, more so than Twitch actually, where everybody is somebody on here, and you're right. All it takes is for the algorithm to catch. I see. When people follow me. Sometimes I'll click on their profile and go and have a look. And I've seen people where they get 300 views on a video, 500 views, 300 views, 1.5 million views, and you think, gee, that person's got 1.5 million views, and everything else is 2, 3, 4, 500. Something caught the algorithm caught them and threw them up and gave them that moment of, I don't know, stardom or whatever. I think. What am I trying to say? You are somebody, Eleni. You are somebody.
I just turned 53 on Sunday. I feel a bit over the hill at the minute. But,
oh, I know what you mean. I was 50 in this last summer, and we're. I don't want to bring you down anymore, but we're over halfway there. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not really 53. I'm at 35. But yeah, no, I'm not. I'm 53.
Eleni, nice to talk to you. Thank you for your support.
Oh, I'll keep supporting you. Brilliant.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Chazzy chow chows. I think we're done. It says something. Well, let's hang on. Let's get Chaz and Matt in again. Let's get these. Good evening, gents.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
I'm good. Who's that?
I'm Matt.
Hello, Matt.
And I can hear a crackle from Chaz, but
Chaz, we're going to say goodbye because there is a crackle. Matt, it's just you and I.
Oh my God, this is so amazing. I'm so privileged to be chatting to you tonight.
No, don't be so silly. Come on now. Come. I'm just an old dad. All you're talking to is an old dad.
I'm also an old dad. I've got a daughter who's 13 and a son who's 10.
Isn't it? Those are the ages. Mine are 14 and 12. Those are the ages. I've been offered. I live in Oxford, right, or Aylesbury, Oxford, right, which is down the bottom of the country. And I got a text today saying, "Oh, Ian, we've got some VIP tickets for Man City versus Chelsea in Manchester on Saturday. Do you want to go?" And my boys love Chelsea, right? And we've done this before because I used to be on the telly. Every now and then I'll get VIP tickets, and what that means is we go to this place called the Tunnel Club, which is where you get like free food, lovely meal. And all I have to do, Matt, I have to do is be interviewed. Don't give me cowboy hats. Whoever gave me that cowboy hat, you're on for a warning. All I have to do is be interviewed twice about football.
Okay.
I don't know anything about football.
I was going to ask that.
Don't know anything. And you do one on a stage outside the stadium, and it's beamed all over the TV there. And you do one inside the Tunnel Club in front of a room of 500 people who could not give a shit who you are. And I said to, and I do it because my boys get to go and sit in the VIP seats at Etihad and watch Chelsea, which is their team. And that's what we do. And I will drive for over 7 hours, 3.5 hours up, 3.5 hours back, for my kids.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I was talking about that, but there you go.
Yeah, no, I think it was just the fact that we said that we've got kids at a similar age.
Yes, that was a reason.
Yeah. No, I've just literally jumped on and heard you kind of talk about the whole thing about TikTok.
Yeah.
And what is it about TikTok? I would like to do a bit of a selfless promotion.
Okay.
In the sense that what I've started to do is a Let's Talk Tuesday. So I interview different people that I know on TikTok for about an hour, and I learn a little bit about the world that they and probably the reasons why they come on TikTok. So I've interviewed an international barbecue judge.
Wow! Imagine that. Hang on a minute. Imagine that was your job. You are judging. So you're traveling the world, judging burgers and hot dogs.
Brisket.
Lovely bit of brisket in America, American brisket. I'd love that.
That's a word I think that
Just one second. Liv's punching says, from TV to TikTok. Ha, 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 ha. Can we block Liv, please? Block. That's a block. That's a block. Sorry, carry on.
So yeah, no, she judges brisket, pulled pork, you name it, and it's this serious competition. There's like tens of thousands of pounds.
Yeah. Wow.
In this. So yeah, I learned something new there. I've interviewed someone tonight who's coached or provided kind of mentoring to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to be interviewing a guy called Dan Johnson in a couple of weeks' time, and he's a film producer, director, and he's quite big on here. He's got 2-point-something million views on some of his videos, like you were saying earlier. And it's, for me, it's opening up a world of different people, and also it's opening up the world for me to talk to you, which I just think is it just blows my mind.
There you go. It's a mind-blowing thing. Daisy's just asking about the cats. Here's one of my cats. Here's Patty. Listen, it's nice to talk to you, Matt. It's great to hear that you're doing well and you're getting stuff out of TikTok. I am interested in people's TikTok journeys. I'm going to move on because I want to go to bed, but thank you. Let's just take one more. Let's just take this. Positive vibes. Yes. Oh, wait. Yes, positive vibes.
How are you doing, mate?
What you got?
Hello. So, what I was thinking was, I think you should just put it out there and ask what you want from it. You know what you're saying about asking for gifts and stuff?
Yeah.
I reckon you should just put it up there, mate, and just say, look, I want this for my time and my interviews. And you just get what you're worth, mate.
But that's not how the real world works.
It's how it works on here, though. You see them all. Honestly, mate, it's different on here. I've seen it. People are just, they're not shy on here. They ask what they want and they put it up there, and people are just gifting universities, gifting this, gifting that. So I reckon, mate, you're worth what you ask for. So you just put it out there, mate, on a plate and say, look, I'm asking for this and I'll give you my time, half an hour or an hour on here, and just see how it goes, basically.
Okay, so how much do you think I should ask for an hour?
Oh, that's a good question, mate.
It's a great one.
I don't know. You'd have to work that one out yourself, but
what I don't know, because I'm new to this, I don't really know what other people are. What is it? What are other people getting? Like £100, £1,000?
Mate, I'd say they're making what, 2, 3, maybe £1,000 a night. I don't know how it works on here, mate, but I know they're making a lot.
Hang on a minute. You just said I think they're getting 2 or 3 grand a night, and then you've just said, but I don't know how it works.
I've seen people talk on it, and some people are earning like 70 grand.
Who is earning 70 grand in 3 or 4 weeks?
I can't say who it is, but I've heard people talking about it. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's
does it begin with? Does she begin with E?
Possibly. Is it that girl with the cowboy hat on who just?
Oh, I
there's
don't know.
There's a girl that does.
I don't know about that. Okay.
Anyway, mate, I reckon honestly, don't be shy. And I reckon you say, look, mate, you're not daft and you're a clever guy. Just put it out there and say, look, I want this. I want gifts and I want. Do you know what I mean?
But if I do that right and I say, look, I'm not gonna talk unless I get. Let's be modest, right? I'm not gonna talk unless I get £500, right? And if I get £500, I'll do an hour. So go on then. All people will do is go, all right, we'll go and watch someone else then.
Yeah, but then you have to be bloody confident, mate, and say, look, you're worth this. Because you are, mate. You're bloody, I reckon, this is good, what you're doing in that lot, interviews and stuff.
Thank you.
And you know what I mean? So just put it out there, mate. Just give it a go. Right. Like you said, what's the worst that could happen?
I'm going to do it now. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do it now. It's 10:30. I'll do another half an hour if I get £1,000. Don't do the cowboy hat. I don't like the cowboy hat. Yes, this is a heated gilet. I'll do 30 minutes if you give me £500. 30 minutes for give me £500 now, and I'll do 30 minutes. Because that guy said you'd pay. Don't do the cowboy hat. I will, no cowboy hat. That guy just said you'd pay. And he's right. I'm good. Oh, I'm good. I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best. Give me £500 £100. Sean says it doesn't work like that. Andy says not going to happen. But that guy just said that's how it works, even though he also said he doesn't know how it works. £500. Thank you, Tomo72. Thank you, Tomo, for the rose. That smells lovely. £500 now. Otherwise, I end it. Someone gave me a planet. Someone gave me a golden planet. 500. Thank you, Fractal, for the thing. £500. Otherwise, the stream ends now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Goodbye.